Greetings, family. It's me, your boy, Dr. Samuel Abbott. I'm back with another Monday Momentum. Look, family, there's some things in your life right now that are not dead. They're still alive, still working, still producing, just not at the same level they used to. Not because they stopped, but because they weren't carried in the same way. And sometimes that happens. You didn't walk away from it. You just stopped holding it with the same intensity. Your focus shifts, your energy spreads out, your consistency breaks just enough to feel it. And over time, what once had momentum starts feeling like it's standing still, or what used to move with rhythm now feels uneven, or what used to feel strong now feels uncertain. Not because the foundation disappeared, but because the connection weakened. But here's what I need you to hear today. It's not over. Did y'all hear what I said? It's not over. It didn't fail. It didn't disappear. It's still there, which means it can move again. It can build again. It can gain strength again, because nothing about it has expired. Nothing about it has been disqualified. It just hasn't been carried in the same level of intention. And intention, family, is what feeds momentum. So when intention shifts, momentum has to respond. You don't need a new idea. You need to reconnect to what already works. You need to bring your intention back to it, your focus back to it, your consistency back to it, because what once worked still works. It just needs to be held again. That's where we are this week, family. Not starting something new, just learning how to hold what already matters. And to do that, we must first honor the standard. Every strong start begins with a clear level. The way you decided to show up, the way you decided to do it, that level created early progress. That's why it worked in the beginning. You didn't guess your way into progress, you committed your way into it. But somewhere along the way, the level started adjusting, not intentionally, just gradually. A little less attention, a little less urgency, a little less structure here, there. And when level shifts, everything connected to it shifts. Not because the standard stopped working, but because it stopped being held. Results always reflect the level that is being maintained. Honoring the standard, family, brings back stability. It resets how you show up. It reconnects your efforts to the level that actually produces results. It doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency, and consistency with what has already been established. And when that standard is honored again, momentum begins to return. And family, the next thing we must do to hold what matters is operate with precision. This is where things sharpen, because it's not just about doing it, it's about how you're doing it. You can stay busy and still lose progress. You can stay active and still lose ground. You can keep showing up and still not move forward. Precision brings it all back together. It removes the gaps. It tightens the process. It aligns your efforts with your intentions. It makes every action count, and every action count again. Precision keeps your movements clean. It keeps what you're doing aligned with what you intended to build, because effort without precision will always produce inconsistent results. So family, to hold what matters, we must also limit the drift. Family, momentum just doesn't stop. It drifts. And drift is subtle. You don't notice it when it starts. It shows up in small ways. You don't notice it at first. It feels like small adjustments, a slight delay here, a minor distraction there, a quick shift in priority here. Nothing that seems serious, but small shifts creates distance. The Bible says it's the small foxes that destroy the vine. It's the same way. Small shifts create distance, and distance is what slows everything down. You look up and you realize you're not where you were headed anymore. Not because you changed direction on purpose, but because you allowed small shifts to continue. Limiting the drift means you catch those moments early before they become your new normal. Because once drift settles in, it's harder to correct than it is to prevent. When you control the drift, you control the direction. And when you control the direction, you protect the outcome. And finally, family, to hold what matters, we must develop thick skin. Anything that requires consistency will eventually test you. Not testing your ability, but testing your tolerance. And this is where most people fall off, not because they can't do it, but because it doesn't feel exciting anymore. It gets repetitive, it gets demanding, it stops giving immediate results. And when that happens, the temptation is to disconnect, to pause, to step away, or even to look for something else that feels a little easier. But that's where real progress is built. Not in the moments that feel good, but in the moments you stay with and you stay with it anyway. In the moments where nothing is cheering you on, in the moments where the results haven't shown up yet, but you keep showing up anyway. That's thick skin. That's where strength is built. That's where consistency is formed, because thick skin keeps you steady. It keeps you moving when you're feeling the change. It keeps you going when everything in you wants to stop. It keeps you grounded when the process is stretching you, because results are not built in moments of excitement. They're built in sustained effort over time, because anything worth having will require that kind of consistency. Listen, family, you don't need to start over. You don't need something new. You need to move again with what already works. It's still there, still within your reach, still able to produce, still capable of becoming what you saw in the beginning, but it needs your consistency, your focus, your energy back. So stop letting it sit any longer. Don't keep passing it by. Don't keep putting it off. Pick it back up, lock back in, and move forward. So family, I want to remind you this week, honor the standard, operate with precision, limit the drift, and develop thick skin. I'm Dr. Samuel Abbott with another Monday Momentum, and I want to remind you, hold on to what matters and go get it.